about that.
Hey, this is Richard. I'm really excited. Today's my birthday, and I got my Thomas Nelson Open Bible, which I ordered last week, right on time for my birthday. And this has a complete reference system. Thomas Nelson's reference system has over 72,000 cross references, and that's in all of their reference Bibles. Although some of them, like for instance, their Premier Collection Thin Line has less than 72,000, but we're going to go ahead and open this. And there's a box. You can pause that if you want to. And there's the ISBN number. It's upside down.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. And let's go ahead and open this. And there it is. Okay, so I got the soft feel cover, and it feels all right. It feels like kind of like a bonded leather, and there's the inside of it. Now there is some perimeter stitching here, but it's not real fancy. And there's the spine, and this is just a paste down liner, and it comes with 2 ribbons, and we'll open it up and take a look at it. This is supposed to be an 8.5 font, I believe. Oh, here's the contributors.
Turn around a little bit more. Yeah, there we go.
And the preface, and then abbreviations, and then how to study the Bible. And there's several different Bible studies in here. And now I have other Thomas Nelson Bibles. I got the Thomas Nelson New King James Version Study Bible, and it has this same article in it. And this is really valuable if you've never really studied the Bible before and you're just a beginner. And here's a Christian's guide. This is for like beginning Christians, but there's probably good information in here too if you're just been a Christian for a while. And let's get over here to, here's the topical index. This is one reason I wanted this Bible, because I have a Thompson chain reference, but it doesn't have it has a topical index in it. But there's another Bible that I have that I really like, and it does not have a topical index in it, and you can only use the concordance if you want to look something up, but that's not very good doesn't work very well as an index. And you notice it's got dual colors here. It's got red here for headings, and then it's got the black. And in all the Thomas Nelson Bibles, this red, here's an old Thomas Nelson I have, and see how the red is the same color. All the Thomas Nelson Bibles have that nice brick red color that I really like that. It's just really easy to see. And we're going to go to Genesis, and first of all, let's look at this. This is a nice full index here. That's how much you get in that index. That's a nice big index. Okay. And here we get into the Old Testament. And this is another reason I wanted this Bible, is because you get a really good introduction here, and this other information. You get this other information, and here's the Christ of Genesis. So you see where Christ is mentioned in the Old Testament, in each of the Old Testament books. And then you have keys to the books, and then you have surveys. That's in each of the books, and then you have a nice detailed outline. And that's another reason I wanted this. And then you have notes. Now, this has annotations, but it has limited annotations. You don't have annotations in this Bible like you have in a regular study Bible. And that's because they're encouraging you to dig yourself and not to be just spoon-fed the Word of God. You have to really get in and study it yourself. Now, there you go, if you want it, thank you. Now, we're going to go over here to the, to between the Old and the New Testament, and we're going to, there we go. Okay, this is what I like too here. Visual survey of the Bible. And this is telling you, this is talking about the Old Testament and the New Testament, and then they got a timeline here, and each section here is tied into their timeline. And also they get into the history of not only Israel, and but they're also talk about the between years, what happened between the Old Testament and the New Testament. Okay, and then we get into the New Testament, and this had the words of Christ in red, and it's center column. And then we're just gonna go through, and here we go, Harmony of the Gospels, and here we go. Here's what talks about what happens between the Old and the New Testament, and then we get into the concordance, and it's a pretty nice, good-sized concordance. Now, excuse me, this Bible here. It might not seem like it's Smithsonian. You can, let's see, can you see the signatures? I don't know if I can see the signatures, but anyway, it's, as I said, it's a paste down liner, and it's just a leather soft cover, and you might think it's a budget Bible, but the thing is this is a Thomas Nelson here. I really like Thomas Nelson Bibles. I got 2 or 3 of them, and this Bible I have here is over 25 years old. And look, at the only thing wrong with this is it's worn right here, and the page right here is starting to separate a little bit. That's the only thing wrong with this Bible. And this Bible's over 25 years old. And when I was in the National Guard, I don't remember, but I can imagine throwing this in my ruck and taking it to the field with me. So this has gone through a lot and withstood a lot of wear in all that time. Now, here's my Thompson chain reference. This is genuine. This has a genuine leather cover, but it's really rigid and it's paste down. And look at this. Look at that. That's kind of gapped right there. And then right here between the spine and the tail band, it's real nice and tight. So there's poor quality control. And if you open it up and look at it, let's see, let's go to there we go. See, the words of Christ, the lettering is just not dark enough for me. It's really hard to see. And so, in a lot of ways, I think this is gonna be a substantial Bible for you, and in a lot of ways, I think it's higher quality than the Thompson Chain, and I love the Thompson Chain too, and I'm probably gonna use this to supplement my Thompson Chain. Anyway, that's it with my review of the Thomas Nelson Open Bible. And if you have any questions, you can put them in the comments section. And like I said, this is the first time I've ever done a review. So you guys, thank you for being tolerant with me and everything.
Let me show your face.
We'll see you later, okay?
Let me show your face.
Thank you.